name is Gholamali Khoshroo. I am sociologist by education, and I have worked in the field of diplomacy for about 30 years. And I have been the senior editor for an encyclopedia on contemporary Islam. And in the last 15 years, I have been much involved in projects regarding dialogue among civilization, among culture, and how to contain extremism and violence. This is what I want to say about myself. The expansion of extremism and terrorist group in the last 10 years, particularly in the last 3 years, in the region, in the Middle East region, has not been produced overnight. It was produced by the help of many players in this region that wanted to support what we call it sectarian violence, and at the same time was a product of intervention in Syria in order to support Sunni group, as they classified that. Then this group was created by Sunni majority countries and supported them logistically, financially, and intelligence-wise, security-wise. And then gradually they become more powerful, and even they were so powerful, they became so powerful that could attract many from European countries, more than 500 from Britain, the same from France, from Germany, and even from many smaller countries of Europe. Then already a coalition of terrorists have been created in this area, and they were among their targets were Shia Muslim community, and later they become their target became Kurds also, and other moderate member. Then they are talking about Islam, but in my view they are not Islamic, because in Islam nobody can kill innocent people, and nobody should kill innocent people. In Islam, if one kill one innocent people, it is equivalent to kill the whole ummah, the whole population. Then they are not Muslim, they are not, and also they are not a state. What kind of state? They are calling themselves Islamic State. They are a terrorist group that unfortunately had the support of countries in the region. And now that, unfortunately, some journalists, European journalists, have been beheaded so brutally by this group, now Obama and other European countries, France and Britain and Germany, come to fight them. But fighting extremism and fighting terrorism, it's not something that you can decide overnight and start to uproot them. You should have a unified program, a consistent program, a cohesive program, in order to first contain their the sources of money, the sources of support. It is not possible to talk against terrorists on the table and to support them on the border. From where these terrorists from all Europe have infiltrated Syrian territory, and why they have been supported, who have supported this Syrian opposition group that now, and Nusra and Daesh and other group. Iran and Russia from the beginning were of the view that this is false to destabilize a sovereign government, and it is not in the hand of neighbors or superpowers to change stable government, by supporting terrorist group. And now that after so many people were killed, after so innocent children, women were killed, now President Obama is saying that, oh, it is not, the danger is not Iran or Shia, the danger is Sunni extremists, Sunni terrorists, and our allies should cooperate in order to contain this, This was so clear from the beginning that this is not Iran that is a danger. If Iran didn't help Iraqi people, Iraqi government, this group would put more pressure on Baghdad even, Iran is cooperating, has cooperated. Iran was against this group from the beginning in Syria and in Iraq. And those who have come very late now are saying that whether we should include Iran or not. Iran is in the middle of fighting. In Iraq, I don't know how you will connect this. Okay, I continue from my point on Obama and then come to this. Then, now Obama has has chaired a meeting of Security Council. After so many years, now they are talking about how to contain the resources that they are helping them, how to contain the arms that they are helping them. For several years, these countries in the region were sending arms, were sending money, were sending support to them, were supporting them. And now, after so many years, they wanted to contain this. It is good move, but it is not sufficient. And it is not something for seasonal policy. We need united policy and sincere and serious policy to fight against this. And when this group stormed north of Baghdad, north of Iraq, yes, Baas element, those who have been with Saddam supported this group. Why? Because for more than decades, this group, this Baas party, was ruling Iraq and was suppressing those Shia people, while Shia was the majority of the Iraq was Shia. And then that is democracy, and democracy is one man, one vote, Then after these democratic processes, a government that has the majority of Shia majority, and also it has included Sunni and other Kurd and others in the composition of the government. Now they are unhappy and they wanted to, with force, topple a system that is based on democracy, not on the suppressive method of what Saddam Hussein did. Then this is, and the same, they wanted to, why they are so against Shia? Because they wanted to attract the money, the resources from Arab countries, Arab Sunni extremists, in order to say we are fighting against Shiism. While the point is not Shia Sunni issue, it is extremists and terrorists against those moderate people. Last year, President Rouhani in the General Assembly proposed a plan that the title was A War Against Extremism and Violent Extremism. And this was last year. But at that time, few countries paid attention to that, and now suddenly everybody is talking about that. Okay, why we should remain so silent, so sleepy, and after a while, after so many killing and so many innocent people be killed, so many blood, then we understand what is happening. because Iran rightly monitoring the area and knew that what danger is coming. I wrote an article last year around this time last year, and I said if this trend continue, it seems that Muslim world is preparing themselves for a mass suicide. A mass suicide is happening. At that time, nobody listened. Now we are saying that from Nigeria to Libya to Mali, Somalia, Iraq, Egypt, Syria, Pakistan, Afghanistan, you see what the bloodshed is happening and how extremists are evolving. And this is not a danger for the Middle East, it is now a danger, a global danger. And yes, Russia and Iran were of the view that this is the danger, but unfortunately the West, because of their strategic interests and or because of their strategic ignorance, didn't pay attention to that, and now they are paying the price. And again, this policy, we need a policy that include Iran, include Russia, include Iraq, include Syria, based on a very acceptable framework on the United Nations supervision. We need such a coalition, not a coalition of somebody that think it is proper. We should, because of the public pressure on us, public opinion on us, we just start bombing. And when this public pressure is diverted to another issue, we go out. This is not the case to uproot terrorists. Then this is what I want to emphasize, that this is a real danger and need a real policy, a serious policy, inclusive policy, and coherent policy.